So how do we sing like our favorite pop star? Just keep in mind that most pop stars do not have any real technique. They haven't really studied music or not that long. Most of them don't even read music and don't even know anything about music. So watch out who you are comparing yourself to, because sometimes you'll realize that you're far greater and far better than most of the singers out there. Whether you're singing in the shower or you're considering music lessons or you've been singing for a while now and you're wondering why you haven't been progressing too much or improving too much, this video is for you. Hello everyone, welcome to The Voice Guru. My name is John Tracy, but you can call me John. I've studied opera, jazz, and piano in France and in Canada, and I've been singing and coaching singers for over 20 years now. So how do we achieve the objectives that we have in mind? How do we become a better singer? How can we really reach the stars and be better actually than our favorite pop stars? Understand your voice. You are an instrument. Your voice is an instrument, is a musical instrument, such as any other instrument. This also means that you have to understand what your voice type is. For instance, I'm a tenor, but even as a tenor, there are a lot of types of tenors. So you need to eventually, when you develop the voice and when you build it, you need to understand where you really fit and what are the things that suit you most. It doesn't mean you're not able to sing other types of songs or styles, but it just helps you pick a repertoire or songs that you like most and that you know that deep inside your voice will also appreciate it. Don't forget that I also give online and in-person lessons, so make sure you click on the link down there and reach out if you're ever interested in seeking help. You can become a great singer if you don't understand the breath. So you need to develop the breathing techniques. We don't learn how to breathe, but we learn how to use the breath for our advantage, for the sake of the voice. Because singing is like speaking, but singing is also like sighing. Ah! But the only difference is that when we sigh, we deflate, we lose all the air at once. In singing, we inhale the voice, meaning it's as if we keep on taking a breath, but we're singing. So, and I keep growing with that breath instead of doing, But how do we do that? Well, there are a lot of things you can do. There's an entire playlist that I've created over the years regarding breathing for singers. Make sure you catch that. But it's also about understanding your body and practice. I can't emphasize enough how practice is important in all of that. Whether you want to become a great singer, whether you want to become a great mathematician, it doesn't matter. You need to practice. Which takes us to this next point, warm-ups and exercises. So one of the ways you can warm up daily and practice daily is to work on warm-ups and vocalize. There is an entire playlist again on my channel, and they're useful and easy exercises that you can do on a daily basis, so make sure you check that out. But why do we want to do warm-ups? First of all, we want to warm up the voice, place it in the right direction, and also develop and build that voice. It's not just by singing a song that you're going to be able to get to where you want, and you're not going to be warmed up enough just by singing a song. It depends. Sometimes you don't have time to warm up, you're on stage, etc. It's fine, but with experience you'll know what to do. But as a general rule, especially when you're starting out, you do want to warm up. You want to make sure that you are taking the time to establish that breath, that posture, that alignment, and of course, you are singing in the right way, in the right placement. This is why we warm up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, The Voice Guru. Most singers, if not all of them, you'll notice that they all do the same things, meaning they have the vibrato in the voice. That's a vibrato. You need to develop that if you don't have it. But even if you have it, you have to know where to place it, where to put it, where to not have a vibrato, etc. But it also depends on the styles of songs you're singing. You want to be able to do runs. Ah, for instance, you want to be able to do runs, to do riffs and kind of do some improvs, especially if you're singing R&B, jazz, etc. You want to be able to do that in your voice. Now, one of the most important things that distinguishes a singer from another and why we relate to a singer more than another singer is the interpretation, meaning musicality. Musicality is very important because it's the quality of how you're interpreting the song that is going to affect people's minds and how people feel about you. Remember that singing is sharing a moment with your audience. You're not there to show off and to shine because you think you're amazing and that you have to prove yourself in front of other singers who are giving you attitude. No, not at all. You need to think that you are sharing a moment with your audience, whether some people like it or not, whether other singers are waiting for you to make a mistake or not. You need to be true to yourself, be honest with yourself, and be very generous with what you are giving your audience. So you not only need to give emotions when you're singing, but you also need to be telling a story. So storytelling is very important in your interpretation. You need to relate to every single song that you're singing. We don't become the music, but we interpret the music. We are the messengers. When I say we don't become the music, it means that don't get carried away when you're singing. If the song is sad, it doesn't mean you're gonna fade away at the end. It doesn't mean you're gonna die at the end. You're just the interpreter. You're the messenger. But you're giving your own version. So I want you to feel the music, give it generously to your audience, but don't become the music. I want you to envision yourself singing on stage. I want you to practice. I want this simulation to happen when you're alone. When you're practicing, you can look in front of a mirror, look at yourself, whether it's a mirror or a camera, whatever. Look at yourself and see what you're doing. What you can also do is film yourself for a song or whatever, or a passage of a song, and then watch it. See what you're doing. Visualize what you are like when you are singing. Trust me, you're gonna be healing so many things, not just here, but also mentally. I always say that better voice, better you. That's my motto here. Why do I say that? Because when you are developing your voice, you're getting rid of a lot of stuff that are stuck. Mostly it's here, and once you release here, and vice versa. Think about it, and you'll get what I'm saying once you start practicing and developing your voice. Singing like your favorite pop star is not a big deal. It's not very difficult. It just takes time and a lot of practice, and you need to be perseverant. But it doesn't mean you can't get there. Most of you are already there, because trust me, nowadays anyone is singing, anyone is going on stage. Doesn't mean they're the best. It's just that they have good marketing and good PR, trust me. But other than that, you really just need to trust yourself. Be critical about what you're doing. Listen to yourself, record yourself, film yourself, and try to build that musical identity that we all have. It's just about unleashing that power that we have. Our objective at the end of the day is to be independent and free when we're on stage. You have to be free, but also your voice has to be free, because this is how you're going to be able to do everything that you want on stage. Trust me. You can also find me on Instagram at Mr. John Tracy. That's my artist account. If you're considering taking singing lessons with me, feel free to click on the link below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. So whether you're in Canada, Montreal, or anywhere in the world, I have students from all over the globe. Make sure you reach out. And thank you so much for subscribing to this channel.